Like first practice.
It was good to get out here with the guys, of course, and it's gonna be good to watch the film. I know we have a baseline now where we're at, and look to where to improve, and so. But the guys, it looks like they've been eager to get out here and play some football. Haven't played some football since February, since spring ball, or the beginning of March. So it was good to see these guys run around, and so now we have a baseline, and we just gotta see where we're at. We'll get better.
And I know you have player run practices, but it seems like the gap between that early spring ball and now is pretty large. Are you surprised that maybe how they came around with getting the rust off or the offense?
Yeah, there's so many. We got a lot of reps today and this Wednesday, right? And we hit the ground running, and our schedule will kind of will change as the week goes. But for the first day, and as much reps as they got, you thought they did a lot of really good things, but you saw some mistakes out there that you're gonna correct them on film. Offense, defensively, you're gonna get to see yourself. The great thing about these guys is that they're willing to learn, they're willing to get better, and they want to be better. And so, from where we were in February and spring ball to where we are now, and with what you said, the play run practices, it really helped us develop a lot more and a lot quicker. So, but there's some really good things. But again, we just kind of keep getting better.
And how great is it to see Cam Stone on your team now?
Yeah, Cam Stone's a good player, man. He's a good player. He's
Caused a lot of trouble for you.
He's gonna play a lot of games. He'll play a lot of games, and it's hard to complete the ball on a good corner. And so, him healthy and him doing his job is a real good job. Is a real good thing for us.
What does it feel like for you? Your second year now, waking up, and here we are back in practice.
Yeah, it's things have slowed down for me personally, right? Things, you're going through this the same things as a second training camp, and the organization part of it, and understanding where things are, how things are, where things are going to be at the time they are, what works, what doesn't work. And so for me personally, it's been good. And so if we can, things will come up, and you just got to keep problem solving, correcting as it goes. But it's been good for the second camp.
Coach, you've structured your practices a little bit differently this time around, as you have, in other camps. Kind of talk about the method to that madness, and kind of what you're looking to maximize and get out of this training camp.
Yeah, we're trying to maximize them to really peak on Saturdays. With the combination of how much we travel, where we got to go to play. Those are my kids in the background, for sure. But for how we have to travel, how we have to do things, even where we're located. And to get my guys from Waianae, Waimanalo, all those different places, we do things a little bit different, but it's in efforts to just get them peaking and maximizing their potential on Saturday, giving them a chance, whether it's home or away, to win those games. And so, and we practice. That's the way we practice during the week. So we were getting them used to the routine, and showing them that you get into a routine Monday, Sunday, all the way through Saturday, and then you reset no matter if we're away, coming back home. But we're starting that process now in training camp, and so we're going to see how it works, and I think it'll be good, because that's the way we prepare during the week, the season, all 13 games.
Another year of Brayden, second year at the helm of this offense. How has he kind of developed, and just overall as an offense, with you calling the plays back with the run and shoot, how is this offense kind of developing right now?
It's a work in progress. I think they're more comfortable. I think they're more comfortable catching the ball and down the field, in the mid parts of the field, and lower, in the underneath areas. But it's still, they still got to get on the same page. They still got to, understand where guys are going to be, quarterback, receiver, and so it's a tremendous work in progress. But for where we're at right now, there's definitely an improvement from where we first started last year to spring until this point right now. And so if we can keep improving, I think it'll just be better for us to win games.
Was there an expectation that the guys would pick up pretty much immediately where they left off at the end of spring ball, or is there kind of some built-in, like, you know, getting the feel back after the summer, including like the transfers you've never experienced that before?
You know, they had a great off season. You know, from coming back in March, they took a break in May, then they came back and ran their own practices in June and July, and I think that really helped them to where they are right now. By no means is it perfect. You know, we watch Coach Brendan and Devon and Bryce Mullen and Jason Rivers and those guys, and those guys had it really oiled up and cooking, and really that's the standard, right? That's the guy that they threw at 70% completion level, and so for us, we keep looking at those things, we keep talking about them, we keep talking about what we got to do, where we're at, to what we got to do, and just getting better. But they're doing a good job. They just got to keep coming.
Coach, I know it's your second fall camp, but with this new offense, does it kind of feel like year one in some ways?
No, not really. For me, I've been in this offense for 11 years, running the offense, and then you know, for these guys, you know, during the season at some point, you know, I took over the meeting rooms and we're looking at defenses, coverages, how we're, you know, getting on the same page, running routes, and so, you know, I thought maybe in spring it really felt new to us, getting the understanding, but kind of just calling the play, letting the quarterback just go and handle the huddle, watching them go out, you know, the receivers starting to talk to each other, get on the same page, they're starting to talk about coverage. I mean, those are high level things, and they're starting to get it, but we just got to keep cleaning it up.
And you won for a couple of these coaches as well, right? How did you like the composition and the feel that this version of the staff had today?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I think we're gonna, you know, as we get in the film room, we'll talk about our ideas, and that's where all the chemistry starts to happen, right? You know, as you know, just getting our guys lined up, getting the right guys in, making sure the tempo of the practice, how we practice, try to correct things on the fly. You don't really get to talk to the coaches as much because you don't want to waste time. But really, you build that chemistry when you start to watch the film together, get in those meeting rooms, and start to talk about it, and your ideas start to come out. But they all bring something different, which is nice, right? And us getting on the same page is the most important one. And so I like where we're at right now.
Just one day in the books, but are there any tangible goals that you have identified for the end of camp, whether it be for the offense, for the whole team, or?
You know, offensively, you know, we've always, you know, Coach Roman always does a good job with our run game. For me, a tangible would probably start completing the deep ball at a high level. That I would like to see that by the time we end camp, because if we can start to do that, everything else starts to take care of its details underneath. And so, trying to complete the ball at a 70%, 80% level deep, you know, it changes the game. And so now teams got to back off, and then we're trying to push our defense back off so they don't squat on us.
What's it like having Dan here, and what's kind of the plan with him?
Yeah, Dan is Dan reminds me of so many things that, you know, through the process and my journey as a coach, you know, you lose some of the things or forget some of the things that we talked about 20 years ago, and he reminds me about those things. You know, I call him the quarterback whisperer, and really his calming demeanor and his tone kind of really sets me correct. You know, I really like him around. I wish we could keep him around a lot, and around our team, and especially around me, because he just kind of reminds me of how he was with me and all the other great quarterbacks he's had, and so that it's a big he's a big influence on us.
I know it's a little bit of ways away for the home opener against Stanford, but just looking out at Ching Field with the expansion and then the new video board getting lit up for the first time this week fully, you know, just kind of talk about that and what the fans can be looking forward to when come that home opener.
That thing's pretty cool. We were in there yesterday, talked to the offense, and we sat them down in the end zone and talked about how special of a place this can be, especially if we get in that end zone. But for the fans, I mean, to have it on campus, I mean, it is an awesome campus, and we can have an awesome environment, and they make it awesome for us. To me, it's a lot bigger, and it's, I think it sounds. We'll get the music playing and the guys yelling and stuff, and so. But I think the sound kind of echoes, which for me, I like it because it's home field advantage for us. And so the more we can fill that up, the better. And just our players feed off that energy too. And so yeah, it's pretty cool.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you guys. Thanks.
Felt really good. I think that we're at a way better place than we were last year coming in. It just feels a lot more comfortable. I think that on both sides of the ball we look better. So it's just exciting. I think everyone's real excited.
Headband season?
Oh yeah, I'm growing the hair out now, so got some curls in the back.
Little Joe Burrow action.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
But from an offensive standpoint, you know, second year kind of at the helm of these boys, and I mean, albeit learning this run and shoot fully, you know, kind of how has the offense been clicking so far? I know you guys had a lot of player ran workouts through the summer. Just kind of compare maybe the group from spring up until last camp. Just kind of how did this group compare to those groups?
I think as far as receivers, we have a lot more depth now. I mean, it's a lot of the same guys, but they've really developed. I think that that's one thing we've really seen is they developed throughout the summer and spring, and they're just in a way better place. I think that we can see them reading coverages on the fly a lot better, and this offense demands a lot out of the receivers, so it's really nice to have a lot of depth out there, and we got a lot of guys who can do it at a high level.
I know it's the first day of practice for you, but as you look forward to the season,
I think the main goal for us has always been to win the Mountain West. I mean, that's been really preached, and I think we have the talent to do it. It's really just about going out there and proving it. And I mean, they ranked us real low, so we got a lot to prove this year. It's going to just prove the doubters wrong, and I think that's been our mindset, kind of that underdog mentality, which we like. I mean, that's kind of everything we do here in Hawaii is that underdog mentality, so it's really cool.
And just talk about having Coach Chang just kind of really involved. I mean, obviously calling plays, but really involved with the quarterbacks this year, and just kind of him kind of taking that role as you guys kind of develop into this run and shoot offense. Talk about his role with y'all.
Yeah, it's been great. You know, he played the position, ran the same offense that we are, so that's been really good. Just to have his insight, he's been really good as far as just developing me and teaching me where I need to look and all that stuff. So having him and Coach Dan has been great, and I know he's enjoying it too, getting back to this offense. So it's a lot of fun. I think that the vibes are just good, and everyone's real excited.
Those player run workouts, how much progress do you think was made during that, and how much do you see it translate to the field today?
Yeah, those are huge because in this offense we need a lot of reps. We need a lot of seeing different coverages and seeing different looks because, I mean, we're going to be doing different things based off of those. So it's been huge to get out there, and I think we had a really good summer. I think all the coaches have really agreed with that, is that we did really well this summer and worked real hard. So, yeah.
What was it like having Cam be a guy that you're going against in practice versus Wyoming coming here last year?
Yeah, it was funny because I remember him against Wyoming. He had a really good game against us. He was covering Zebo. But yeah, it's fun to have him out here now. I mean, I think he's probably the best corner in the conference, so it's really good to get a look on him, and it's good for our receivers to just go against a guy like that because he's probably one of the best we'll see. So it's fun to go against him.
One follow-up on that. What do you think makes him, I guess, that kind of caliber of guy as far as his attributes?
I think it's a lot of his mindset. He just his ability to just make plays on the field is a lot to do with his mindset. Kind of sometimes will get in the receiver's head, but no, he does a good job of just super athletic, really good in off-man coverage and press man. So he's been really good.
Coach is talking about trying to improve deep passes, just the accuracy of it. How's it been going? And how are the Schager bombs going?
Hopefully we see a lot of Schager bombs. I think it's all rhythm. I think it's just we're working on that rhythm. Once I get my feet where they need to be, you start to see the accuracy more on those deep balls. And like Coach Dan was saying, I mean, if we hit some 5-6 deep balls a game, that'll totally change a game. So we're really focusing on that and trying to win vertical.
What's it like throwing to a guy like Kowali, who's had some experience in this offense?
He's been really good. He's been one of the best this summer. He's just so smart. He really can just find holes in such a good way in zone, and he's like having another quarterback really on the field. The way he processes information real fast. So that's a quarterback's dream, to have somebody where you know is going to be at all times.
What was your lowest score you shot on the course this summer?
Well, I just played with Coach Cook. I shot at 84. I played okay. I think I got 81 maybe was my lowest, but yeah, I kind of had to wrap up my golf career. I'm not going to be able to play for like 5 months now, but had a lot of fun out there.
Was Dan being out here today a surprise at all, or you knew he was coming?
He'd been here for about a week now, so I knew that he was going to be here, and he's been with us in the film some, so it's been good just to be around him, but yeah, he helps a lot.
All right, thanks, Brayden.
Thank you.
Thank you.